we'll be discussing how identity is indeed fluid. And again, this is in the series where we're discussing how the church has become the world that we need to shun. And so in order to start this discussion rightly, again, we're going to go into the word. We're going to look back in Genesis when man was created, right? And so we'll go to Genesis 1:27. It says, so God created man in his own image, in the image of God, which if you go to John 4:24, God is spirit. And in the image of God created he him, male and female created he them, right? So when man was originally created in Genesis 1:27, he was a spiritual being, male and female, it says. Man was a spiritual being that was created in the image of God, meaning as God was. He existed as God existed, with the dominion and power and authority of God, right? He was a spiritual being, male, female, both, okay? Just like how we cannot quantify what God is, we use he to as his gender only because that is how our language has adopted it. But we know that language cannot encapsulate all of what God is. He's a boundless entity, and so are we in our true nature. Then we move on down to Genesis 2:7. And the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul. So again, this is where man got his physical nature that was made of matter. And this physical nature sort of became the house. And, some ways you can see it as a prison, right? Because this physical nature is limited. But the true nature that's within that physical nature is not limited. It's boundless. So then you have a physical nature that allows you to operate in the earth, but it limits you as well because it's a limited nature. And so then after the Lord God created man, right? Because remember, the true nature was male and female. So when he created the man, he had male and female, correct?